On January 1st, Medicare physician payments are scheduled to be cut by 21%, and the projection over the next 6 years is a cumulative 40% cut, forcing physicians to make very tough decisions.
This annual roller coaster has created access anxiety. Finding a doctor is increasingly difficult for older Americans who rely on Medicare and baby boomers who soon will.
Nearly 90% of patients over age 50 are concerned that the current Medicare physician payment formula is going to threaten their access to care.
We're here today to call upon the Senate to pass this week the Medicare Physician Fairness Act and to stop and change permanently the way we approach paying physicians under Medicare.
This legislation addresses this important issue by permanently fixing the current flawed payment formula, ensuring that doctors are paid fairly so that they'll not only continue to treat existing Medicare patients, but will also be willing to accept new ones.
Right now we have 42 million seniors and people with disabilities who receive Medicare, and we also have 9 million members of the armed services and their families who receive TRICARE. And the reason I mention that is that TRICARE physician payments are tied to Medicare physician payments.
This is a very, very important issue for the 9 million military beneficiaries who basically have borne the brunt of the nation's 8 years at war. The stress on our military members and more crucially on the family members has been tremendous.
As we send our young men and women across the country and across the world to make our nation solid and preserved, it's very difficult for them back home to wonder if they're going to have a stable program for the future.
It is critical both for our military and their families, as well as for seniors and people with disabilities, that we stop what we know is a failed formula. In fact, this year in the budget, the President said, let's be honest about it. We're not going to move forward on these kinds of drastic cuts, so let's just put it into the baseline, indicating that there won't be revenue from these cuts because we're not going to agree to these cuts. And let's start from a different baseline.
What this bill does is does away with these past budget gimmicks and instead lays the foundation for fiscally honest and responsible repeal of this broken formula.
With the first wave of baby boomers reaching Medicare age in just 2 years, the time to act on a permanent solution is now.
And so we urge the Senate, now's the time to quit the Band-Aids and permanently repeal a flawed formula to provide security and stability for the Medicare program. It's time now to take action.
We want to have a system altogether that understands that it's important to invest in quality care and quality physician reimbursement, and that now is the time, before we move forward to a new system, to be able to get this right.